Hi, this is needlepointers.com, and today I'd like to show you how to thread your machine for a double or twin needle. These are some double needles I have, and you can see that basically it's got one shank and two actual needles. The needles I have here are different widths. So here's the two side by side. You can see the one is much closer together than the other one. There's different widths that you can get of these needles and different weights of the needles too. So I'm just going to use this one for my demonstration. So what you need is two threads. So if you can have the same color thread in both, or you could use two different colors. And then you have to use your number 1 foot if you're using a Bernina, but it's a foot with a wide opening because you have to be able to fit both of your needles down in there. And you just load the needle in the same way as you load every other needle into your machine and tighten it down. Okay, so for the threads, you can put your one thread on the normal thread holder like you usually do, and mine is the crosswise one. And on my Bernina, it has this extra spool holder over here for vertical. So in this case, you want to use both so that you can thread the needles. And then you just pull the thread out and hold them together and thread your machine like normal with both of them holding together. So now when I get to this point, my machine has two hooks down here. Usually I put my thread through the left side hook, but there's another one on the other side, so I can put the extra thread through the other side hook, and that will keep them separate as they're coming up to the needles. This is the little clip that holds your thread, and you'll see that there's another little clip on this side that can hold the second thread. So we put each thread in the separate clips before you put them through the needles. And then, unfortunately, because you have dual needles, you cannot use your needle threader, and you have to thread the needles by hand because your needle threader won't line up with the needle. So I'm going to thread the needles and I'll be back. Alright, so I have the two needles threaded separately with each thread, and I'm going to put them underneath my foot like normal. You only have one bobbin, so you leave just the one bobbin in there. And then you sew like normal. Now of course you can't do any fancy stitches with this, because if you do, you're going to end up hitting your foot. So you can pretty much just do straight stitch. You can't do any zigzag or fancy stuff. You can go backwards though. So there's the stitching. You can see the two lines, and then this is what the back looks like. And it kind of pulls it together a little bit, or it's the bobbin thread goes back and forth between the two. Did you like this video? Please like, share, and comment. Subscribe to our channel because we post new videos on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for more free sewing projects and information.